Hello and welcome to Pardon the Integration. Back it up. Office 365 Data, that is, a podcast where we tackle three top trends in the channel today. I'm your host, Ed Hannon, and I'm joined today by David Boland, Product Marketing Director with Wasabi Technologies Incorporated. Now, as Wasabi's Product Marketing Director, David's responsible for the positioning and communication of their disruptive hot cloud storage service to the market, the customers, partners, analysts, journalists, and internal team. David's focus is on translating cloud storage technology into consumable services that help Wasabi customers understand how to develop, enhance, and serve their data storage needs. Now let's get down to it. Today, David and I are going to discuss Back It Up, Office 365 Data, that is. And the way today's show works is we have three topics we'll discuss throughout the broadcast, and we have 3 minutes to talk about each. Topic 1 is the challenges of backing up Office 365 data. Topic 2 is what backup solutions are available to the channel. And topic 3, how can Wasabi help? And as you watch the program, you'll see a countdown clock on the bottom of your screen. But let's get started with segment 1, the challenges of backing up Office 365 data. Now, David, what makes Office 365 so popular?
It's very popular because it has everything an organization would need for its day-to-day business tools. It has email, Word documents, PowerPoint, Excel, collaboration tools, and communication tools like Team. It has everything you could ever want. It's really popular with IT teams because it's a software as a service, so it sits in the cloud. You don't have to have any on-prem maintenance and support for all of these business tools or organizational tools. Everything is done in the cloud by Microsoft. So IT teams don't have to worry about what the next software release is. They don't have to worry about bug fixes and patches. They don't have to worry about the hardware that the software runs on. They don't have to worry about racking and stacking and cabling and running network. They don't have to worry about any of those things. It's all handled by Microsoft. So it's very popular because of the tools and because it's pretty much hands-off.
Excellent. Thanks, David. But what's missing from Office 365?
From an end user perspective, there's not much missing at all. You have all your tools. You have your email and your office tools, and you have your communications and collaboration tools. From an IT perspective, backup features and functionalities, those features aren't there. It has some very useful retention tools like archive and litigation hold, but those aren't true backup features. They allow you to keep your data for a longer period of time, maybe a specific amount of time, but it's not copying data, and it's not protecting the data from malware or ransomware, or more importantly, accidental deletions. If you delete something, usually in Microsoft, you have 30 days to dig it out of the recycling bin. After that, you can kiss it goodbye. All right, so unless you have archive or litigation hold on specific data, it could be gone by accident pretty easily.
And finally, just one more question in this section before we move on. What makes Office 365 backup difficult?
It's really not difficult. I don't think that, but I think that the piece that's difficult is most people don't understand that their data is not truly backed up. And communicating that to the end user or to the organization is maybe the difficult piece, because people assume that because Microsoft has service level agreements, they have data durability, they have secure data centers, and so it's easy to automatically assume that that data is backed up. It's not. So from a difficulty perspective, I think communicating the concept that that data is not truly protected is probably the most difficult part.
Now let's move on to segment 2. What backup solutions are available to the channel? And the first question is, how does all this impact the channel?
The end user needs to be told upfront that backup features are not included in the Microsoft 365 licenses. It's just a communication issue. Your channel communicates to their customers or their clients what's in the solution, what's not in the solution. The channel doesn't want to get a call from a customer saying, "Hey, I accidentally deleted something. Can you help me get it back? I can't find it." They definitely don't want to get a call saying that their client was hit with a virus or malware or, God forbid, ransomware. and doesn't have a second or third copy. You don't want to communicate that message to your clients. A channel team, they should be positioning a full solution to their client right up front. Say, hey, these are your Microsoft 365 licenses. These are the features. This is your backup solution, and this is your backup storage solution. So it's more of delivering a full end-to-end solution for Microsoft instead of just the Microsoft tools.
Excellent. And finally, how should solution providers steer the conversation with their customers?
You're a trusted advisor. You have a broad range of knowledge, but broad range of knowledge needs to go beyond just your email support and your PowerPoint and Excel and communication tools. It's also inclusive of, here's your backup. Here's what's going to happen if we lose data or there's a malware attack or a ransomware. And so you have a three-part solution, the three legs on the stool. There's your office tools with Microsoft 365. There's your backup, just to make sure everything's kept safe and sound. And then there's your backup storage. It's really about, I guess, expressing the concept of 3-2-1 for backup. I know you've talked about this before, and I've heard plenty of people talk about it. And I've seen a lot of videos on CRN about it. 3-2-1 is keep three copies of your data, primary and 2 backups. The 2 backup copies are kept on different types of media, and one of them is kept in a safe and secure site. So if you go 3-2-1, explain that easily to the end user. You got 3 copies, 2 of them are different media, 1 is offsite or in a different cloud someplace. It does a good job of explaining to the end user what they need to know.
Now let's move on to segment 3. How can Wasabi help? What role does Wasabi Storage play in Office 365 backup?
You have, of course, the three legs of the stool. You have your O365 service and tools. You have your backup, but then you need to put that backup someplace. Right? And you have choices of putting it in on-prem storage or back into the cloud. And Wasabi is, of course, cloud storage, and we're object cloud storage. We make a perfect repository for O365 or Microsoft 365 backup. So therefore, if you're in the channel and you're offering a solution that includes 365 and a backup, now you have the option of offering the storage in the cloud and having that be part of your solution from an end-to-end perspective. You're generating revenue on delivering the licenses for Microsoft. You're generating revenue on delivering the backup solution. And now you have an opportunity to generate revenue by selling Wasabi Cloud Storage, putting it all together in a solution and delivering that to your clients.
And finally, just so we can bring this all together before we wrap up, why choose Wasabi?
All right, Wasabi is the perfect fit for Microsoft 365 backup and the backup solution, whoever you choose as a backup solution, because we're easy to understand, very performant, and low cost. So as I mentioned, you're not going to get charged for egress. You're not going to get charged for API requests. Microsoft 365, folks like Veeam for Veeam Backup for Office 365, they offer 1, 3, 5-year licenses for the service. Wasabi can also offer a 1, 3, or 5-year license as far as the terms go, right? So if you have a 3-year license of Microsoft and a 3-year license of VBO, why not license Wasabi for 3 years? Pay up front, and then you don't have to worry about the monthly charges for storage every month. So you're not going to get billed every month. You pay up front, you get a steeper discount that you as the channel partner can pass along, make your solution more competitive, or you can generate a greater margin on it. And it matches the licensing that you see from Microsoft 365 or Veeam. Reserve capacity storage is available from Wasabi, and what's different about it than any other reserve capacity storage out there is, again, Wasabi doesn't charge you for egress or for APIs. So once you pay that storage bill, it's done. You don't have to worry about putting a credit card down in order to pick up the incidentals that happen every month for your puts and your gets or your egresses. It's very simple, easy to understand, very channel friendly.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. David, thanks so much for being here. And before we go, here are my 3 takeaways from today's program. Number 1, there are unique challenges, to say the least, with backing up Office 365 data. 2, these challenges have significant impacts on the channel. And number 3, you can trust Wasabi Storage to help you help your customers solve those challenges. Again, thanks so much for watching. My name's Ed Hannon, and you've been watching Pardon the Integration. Back it up. Office 365 data, that is. Thanks again, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy the rest of your day.